Yeah. As opposed to the thing update, this is more serious. I've had a fucking gutful. I'm sitting here and I'm recovering and I've been thinking and I think, well, fuck. I'll throw it all out now. So I'm calling this throwing grenades in search of the truth. Here's one truth. There's some others. Anyway. 2 weeks before I had surgery, on a Saturday night at the Dan, I had a certain individual, one Pete down, turn around and informed me it was 6:30. After a short time, I lost 40 minutes. And then I decided to leave. I was told it was suddenly 7:30, funny enough. Or after 7:30. Right? All of a sudden, then 40 minutes had passed by. All I recall, for some reason I kept saying, you can't do this to me, you can't do this to me. Now, where did that come from? I also found that my arm was slightly bruised and twisted and sore. I found it hard to bloody lift and use things. I didn't have a bike accident. Am I mad? Well, possibly. Of course I am. There's always that probability that I am totally insane. 2. Right. I had someone sabotage my motorbike. An attempt which possibly was an attempt to injure me, or possibly at the extreme range, possibly try to kill me. I won't deny that. And I've got people to back that up. 3. Why are there 2 Kerry Luffreys? I can tell the difference. There must be other people who can tell the difference between the 2. And that. One's a snarly fucking bitch. And the noses are slightly different. Yeah. That. One said to me, right, it's not going to end like a story. Right? And people will be saying there, oh, well, Rob's got a broken heart. And all that. Well, maybe no. Do I have a heart? No. Why? Why do I get the feeling that certain people have made it a point to sort of like misdirect me and push me in other directions to keep me away from certain individuals? 1 has contempt, and also there's fluctuations occur, changes in their accent you can catch at different times under stress. That's the one with the more pointy nose. The other Kerry, well, she's nice, I think. Then again, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just insane. And that. What the fuck is going on? Why is it that I've had people doing shit at the front of the house, screaming and yelling, and I suspect I know who the individual who come over and screamed and called me a fucking faggot in the middle of the fucking night. 2. Peter, you cunt. Am I mad? Yes, of course I'm mad. And what's this about a witch paying off people to keep me occupied? What's this all about? Eh? Tell me. Tell me true. Am I insane? Well, what can you do? Why do I get the feeling I've been under observation, being watched for the last couple of years? Am I paranoid? I don't know. But I think I'm not. For some reason, people have kept me. It's all about me, of course. It's got to be. But it's not just about me. What's it all come down to? No. I've had shit done to me. No. Oh, the other one. I've heard who I think there's there's Kerry, which I call the smiling heart, and then there's this other fucking thing, which you can, who pretends to be sick and mentally ill at times. Ain't the same person. 2 different people. I've also heard, funny enough, I've heard the one I think it is, what I call the Kerry with the smiling heart. I've heard her screaming out a couple of houses away at night screaming out that she was Kerry Luffrey. And I've heard two people almost doing a sort of like little performance of saying, oh no, he's going to go to the police. No, he won't go to the police, said the male voice. And that, while I was standing with the light on in the top, which shines out on the backyard, that sounded like a little performance being put on. There. So what's it all about? I'd like to know the answers. I'd like to know the truth. Now this comes down to speculation. One, what I call the pantomime princess who pretends to be mentally ill at times, and that, who has the sharpened nose, who also has fluctuations in their accent at certain stages. You can catch them out. And other individuals, no, they must be keeping the other one, what I call the smiling heart, prisoner or drugged. Who knows? I don't know. I'm only speculating. What the fuck has been going on? And then, what's this about? She's going to go and take her daughter to meet her father. That's what I heard. What's it about that someone said to me that they whispered and said they'll be doing things and looking after and me, and that, you know. And then underlying, I've had snipes at me. I've had fucking bullshit done to me. I've had my computer fucked up. I don't know if that's related, but I've got a suspect. I've had someone sit there and almost tear out, look like 2 pages out of a large notebook that I was using, which could have been, but mightn't have been. And that, I've heard someone talking about keeping my motorbike on isolation, which I think was the smiling heart. I've heard when she's been at sickest there, I've heard her actually counting to herself how many pots I drank that night. I mean, what the fuck has been going on? And then, of course, I've heard Komnos. Hi, Komnos. I've heard Komnos sort of as a flippin' repose, saying, oh, it's all about me. Like as if, yeah, well, it's all about me. What does it have to do with me? What has all this bullshit been about? I can't even believe half of it, but I'm putting it out there. Because I want the fucking truth. I'm sick of the shit that's been done to me, and I'm sick of the bullshit. And another one for Smarty. Now, the man standing up and turns around and will fucking stand up and actually tried to defend plagiarists and people that steal others' bloody work to pass it off as themselves. Why? And are you a bitch? Huh? Just in case. It was you. And that. So there you go. Was it all melty? Well, fucked if I know. I went to the police about all the other things. And there's all the speculation and little bits of fucking crap I've had to deal with. So there you go. Do I want answers? I want answers. I want fucking things to be resolved. Now, am I mad? Is it all in my... I don't think so. Because I think I've been observed. I've had this feeling I've been watched and observed off and on at times for the last couple of years. And there's been times I've been wondering, what the fuck is going on? And I've heard people calling out to me. I've heard screaming and crying that sounds like a certain person. I think it sounds like the Kerry with the smiling heart crying and screaming out at times. I could be wrong. I could be putting together a whole heap of shit and just whacking it all together because I've got a psychosis. That is a possibility. There you go. I don't know. I'm after answers. I'm after the fucking truth.